over the weekend, most especially in the Premier League. Casemiro's red card. Well, this man will be facing a 4-game ban after receiving a straight red card during Sunday's goalless against Southampton. And if that should be the case, that may also spell a big doom for Manchester United. Looking at how the team has fared without Casemiro and what Erik ten Hag will have to put in place. Now, Erik ten Hag side face losing the 31-year-old for the following games. The home game against Fulham, March 19, that's the FA Cup. Away game against Newcastle United. Yes, I know DJ Lex. Yes, thank you very much. Yes, we are talking about Manchester United here, but there's a problem. Newcastle United's game away in the Premier League on 2nd of April. Home game against Brentford on 5th of April, and Everton at home on 8th of April. So these are the games that Casemiro will miss. But let's also look at some other reactions this evening. With what also happened over the weekend, Southampton have said they are disgusted and disappointed by the racist abuse aimed at Kai Walker-Peters following their goalless draw at Manchester United. The right back received a number of racist replies after posting on Instagram following Sunday's stalemate at Old Trafford. But let's look at how the table stands in England following the games played over the weekend. Maybe we can say that things are still looking perfectly right for Arsenal, while Manchester City will keep, running behind them. 66 points for Arsenal, topping the Premier League log. They've been able to score 62 goals and conceded 25. Manchester City is second from 27 matches. They were able to win 19, draw 4, lose 4, and they have 61 points. Having recorded 67 points, scored 67 goals and conceded 25 goals. So the same total number of goals conceded by Arsenal and Manchester City, but based on goal difference, Manchester City has a better goal advantage than Arsenal. So Arsenal needs to score a lot of goals. Looking at the 5-goal difference, but hey, Manchester United is third on the Premier League log with 50 points from 25 matches, winning 15, losing 6, drawing 5. But look at the teams in the relegation zone. Bournemouth with 24 points, tied with West Ham, that is 17th. Well, we've got a lot of teams on 24 points. Leicester City, West Ham United, Bournemouth, all on 24 points. But because of goal difference, they conceded and that have scored. Leeds is 19th on the Premier League log with 23 points. Southampton is with 22 points, despite the draw they had against Manchester United over the weekend. Now, let's move away from the Premier League. Let's go straight to the games going down tonight before we bring in Kolajo Alfred this evening as we do a quick preview of the UEFA Champions League, same as review of games played over the weekend. Well, remember, tonight in the Italian Serie A, AC Milan will be up against Salernitana. Looking at what will be going down tonight, looking at the odds on AC Milan states it is 1.28. While we have another odd of 1.29, but the team with the highest odd is Salernitana. Salernitana has got 13.00 and 11.00. So you need to look at where to put your money this evening based on the Italian Serie A game for tonight. And look at the players to what Divock Origi for his last 10 competitive goals arrived after halftime, while both of his strikes this term were scored at the San Siro. Salernitana's veteran Antonio Candreva might release a return to the San Siro, where he directly contributed to 5 goals against Milan while playing for Lazio and Inter, meaning scoring 2 goals and having 3 assists. So, but looking at the standings of the two teams going down in the Italian Serie A tonight, AC Milan is 4th and Salernitana is 16th on the Italian Serie A log. So that is what the table looks like and situation right there in the Italian Serie A. Going to the Spanish La Liga, Girona will host Atletico Madrid tonight in the Italian Serie and the Spanish La Liga, beg your pardon. And Atletico Madrid is a third on the Spanish La Liga log with 45 points from 24 matches, winning 13, drawing 6, losing 5. They have 45 points. And look at I mean, it's a wide gap between the table toppers, Barcelona and Atletico Madrid, 65 to 45. Colangelo Alfred is on the side. Thank you for holding on. And, well, look at this. Tonight for Atletico Madrid facing Girona. Girona is 12th on the Spanish La Liga log with 30 points from 24 matches, winning 8, drawing 6, and losing 10. So, based on form and what we are looking at here, is like Atletico Madrid stands a better chance. That is according to what we are seeing on the papers. Though anything can happen, shockers can happen. But based on odds for tonight, 3.98 for Girona, 3.85, while for Atletico Madrid 2.04 and 2.08. Well, that is, and some players have already been ruled out of the game tonight. Girona with Calen, Zakuto, Herrera, Kebe, Roja all ruled out, and Mandava, Rigolion all ruled out for Atletico Madrid. The reason, maybe we can also say that this will also be like maybe what some people may not even think of for Atletico Madrid. If you're talking about Atletico Madrid, maybe they have to also look at this opportunity of some key players in Girona who will be missing the clash tonight. But for Girona, maybe they can come up with a shocker. Maybe, or maybe not. But let's just before Colangelo Alfred comes on board. Well, for Pep Guardiola, he believes that Manchester City must not underrate any team in the UEFA Champions League. Well, if you look at what has happened so far, Manchester City is yet to lift the UEFA Champions League under Pep Guardiola. For Pep Guardiola, the last time he lifted the Premier League, the UEFA Champions League title was when he was in Barcelona. Well, Manchester City will be at the Etihad Stadium against RB Leipzig in the region leg. The first leg ended 1-1. But Pep Guardiola, speaking today, believes all they need to do is to get things right and get the results.
In Paris, it's nice when they were in the start of the season Premier League and we are the main candidates, and every time we never won this competition, every time we are the main favorites to win this competition. So something good we have done in the past. Otherwise, the people cannot consider it. But the reality always speaks for itself. The reality is on the pitch, 95 minutes. And do your best against the teams like... because I'm in Leipzig, and I said when it's a draw, when I took a look a little bit, even before the first leg, I said, oh, I think it's a really, really good team. But if I talk about any team in England in Champions League, or Napoli, or Milan, or... Real Madrid or the teams are there said they are good too. So every team in these stages, they have, a lot of qualities, many strengths, and have to tomorrow in front of our people try to impose our game, what you have to do, and bring the game. You have to win the game. So it's easy. It's not how many goals you have to score or how to do it. It's just win the game, and that is what you have to do.
Okay, that was Pep Guardiola speaking earlier today concerning the game ahead of RB Leipzig, the return leg of the UEFA Champions League round of 16 clash going down at Etihad Stadium. Colangelo Alfred is here this evening. How are you doing, Colangelo? Good evening to you.
Good evening, Dr. Good evening, everyone listening. It's great to be back on the show this evening.
Yeah, it's awesome to also have you. Well, let's just quickly look at some issues here this evening. Let's start with the red card of Casemiro. Looking at the games we will be missing, will this really have a ripple effect on Manchester United? And how can Ten Hag make sure that the team does not miss Casemiro?
I mean, it's not the first time he's missing a couple of games due to suspension this season already. So he's definitely been one of the biggest and one of the most important signings for the resurgence of Manchester United and for Erik Ten Hag's team. So it would be a big miss. Definitely, a player of his caliber is always a big miss. But the team has to survive like they have done in the past without him. I hope they can get, Marcel Sabitzer back in time, for him to be fit for the next couple of games. And I hope Fred and Scott McTominay can play a huge part in making sure that the team doesn't fall far off in his absence.
Okay. All right. Now, let's look at, for results of games that came over the weekend, which one would you rather pick as the most shocking result for you? That of Liverpool, or you talk of that of Manchester United, or Arsenal not conceding, Manchester City struggling to win by a lone goal, Chelsea winning 3-1?
There's an obvious choice there, and it's the team, it's the Scouts team, the team from Merseyside, the red team from Merseyside, which is Liverpool. After a 7-0 drubbing of Manchester United, that's in third place. You go over to the Cherries and go over to lose by 1-0. An early goal for that matter. So it was a very shocking result, seeing as Liverpool fans thought they were back. Turns out, their enjoyment, their celebrations were short-lived, and they are nowhere where they're supposed to be this season.
Kalajo, calm down. I know you were happy with that result.
No, I really, honestly, honestly, yeah. The thing is, I'm sure every Liverpool fan that is realistic and not delusional knew that the 7-0 drubbing of Manchester United, they've been good at home games this season. The atmosphere of Anfield, the 12th man. And away is where they've really struggled. They only have 3 away wins all season. So it just shows that the team is nowhere near their best where they were, 2-3 years, a year ago. So they just need to pick it up again, find solutions, and forget about whatever has happened in the past or what's happening presently, and just focus on the future.
Now, focusing on the future, let's talk about the UEFA Champions League. Before talking about UEFA Champions League, remember in the German Bundesliga, Bayern returned to the summit. Just a little trip of Borussia Dortmund. But that aside, let's look at the UEFA Champions League games. The schedule for this week. RB Leipzig will be at the Etihad Stadium. FC Porto hosts Inter Milan. Victory advantage for Inter Milan in the first leg. But for RB Leipzig, Manchester City, it is all to play for. Right?
Hello?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely, it's all to play for in that game. And it's very sad that RB Leipzig will be without Christopher Nkunku, for the game. But I hope the likes of Dominic Szoboszlai, Timo Werner, I hope they can spring up a surprise and just take all the maximum points and go on to the next round at the Etihad.
So, who gets this one? Who gets this one?
One of those ties is already done. To be honest, you already know that Madrid is true. Liverpool are going to the Bernabeu. So it's just funny that Liverpool fans think they have some sort of hope that they are clinging onto. And as we all know, it's the hope that kills. And for Napoli and Eintracht Frankfurt, I think that tie also is done. 2-0, going back to the Stadio Maradona in Italy, Naples. So, it's basically done. Napoli, fit and firing, one of the best teams, informed teams in Europe. So I think both of those ties are done. And I think Madrid and Napoli are through to the next round.
It was very, very easy for you to confirm that Liverpool is out of the UEFA Champions League. Maybe you're not a kind of person that believes in miracle.
No, I do believe in miracles, but some miracles are just out of reach. That would be magic. So you don't hope on magic. Miracles are not out of reach. But if you are hinging your hopes on magic, then you must be having something very foul at play. And it's not every time that miracles happen. It already happened for them. 2 years ago against Barcelona, they came from 3 goals down to winning 4-3. And again, the caliber of team they're playing, it is Real Madrid at the Santiago Bernabeu.
You are not.
I'm saying it categorically that it is impossible. It's even possible that they will get dropped again. They will get battered at the Bernabeu. So
okay, so it's like mission impossible. It's a mission impossible.
You are not Tom Cruise. Forget about anything that you are thinking. You are out of the competition already, Liverpool fans.
Kolajo, Liverpool fans are listening to you right now, and should there be a miracle on that should be Wednesday night? I promise you, on Friday morning or Thursday morning, I don't care the job you are doing in America. I will call you live. You will come and apologize.
50,000 for Liverpool fans to share if
50,000. Please repeat that. Let us record.
50,000 naira for Liverpool fans to share if they qualify.
Tunde, another I don't know when Favor becomes a Liverpool fan.
I'm not a Liverpool fan.
I'm saying it on here. You can record it. 50,000 naira for Liverpool fans to share it.
Kolajo Alfred, I'm not a Liverpool fan, but I think I want to agree with you, actually.
Yeah, I mean, only. I don't want to use the word delusional, but only people that are unrealistic, or over optimistic, who think there is anything in that tie for Liverpool.
Okay.
It's done and dusted.
Let us leave it that way. Thank you very much, Kolajo Alfred. I know today is the happiest day after the 7-0 bashing, and you seeing the team that bashed your team 7-0. Losing.
I was about to say because Liverpool didn't win the match over the weekend. You're like saying that they will not win over Real Madrid or something. But I want to agree with you.
It is Real Madrid.
Oh,
you
not
understand?
Kolajo Alfred.
The Champions League, and it's the Bernabeu.
It's the Bernabeu.
See the way you are calling Bernabeu. Okay,
Bernabeu.
we will be back. Kolajo, we will be back on Thursday morning or Friday morning.
No problem, and I'll be here waiting for you with my 50K. If it
Okay,
Oh my
all
God.
right. Although there's no cash in Nigeria, but there's a way we are going to run the transfer.
See, every
I will
Liverpool
do
player,
transfer.
please listen to this right now. You are like 3 goals deficit. Make sure you equalize with 3 goals.
Yeah.
And give us one more.
Yes. Thank you very much, Kolajo Alfred, for joining us on the show this evening.
It's always great to be here. Thank you for having me.
All right, okay. Well, guys, Kolajo Alfred has always been our guy on this station, giving us analysis all the way from the US. Well, Favor, how you doing?
But I'm doing well. You can see that. I'm ready to take over and make sure that everyone is ready to, have fun, dance, and also learn 1 or 2 things today.
Okay. All right, guys. Well, my name is Adapo Kunubi. I'll be back tomorrow morning. Go kick off sports show by 9 o'clock and extra time tomorrow evening by 6:30. Like what I say, we say, keep doing sports and stay safe.